What is going on, players and collectors? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, going back to some Lorcana, we're opening up a trove of the newest set, Reign of Jafar. And man, I've been excited for this. I know I haven't done a Lorcana video in a hot minute, but I love Lorcana. I still collect it. I still try to play it. And we're going to talk a little bit about Lorcana and you know, like what's going on and where I see things, you know, as we open this. So I'm not even gonna waste time. We're just gonna pull that back, open it up, and get it going. Don't want to waste anybody's time. Everybody, you guys' time is precious. So is mine. Mine is precious as well. And part of the reason why you guys haven't seen as much Lorcana content, just content in general, honestly, is I just haven't had a lot of time to create. You know, it's been very hard to keep up with it, and I'm trying my hardest to like not just abandon it altogether, because I love this stuff. I love you guys, the community, and you know, I just want to keep doing this. So we are, but it's gonna be minimal for a while, especially with summer coming around. My kids are now into, you know, various sports and activities, and it's just, you know, the parents out there, you guys understand how hard this could be. You know. Nice. Timony, jeez. We got Tiana and Jiminy. I'm not sure what that thing is. That's the cat from Jafar, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure that name. Then Iago. All right. So as you can see, I am still not great with all the Disney characters. As much as my kids watch, you know, I should be better. But yeah, look at that lore counter. That is a really cool lore counter. I'm not even gonna lie. I like that one a lot. And whoa, holy glitter. Those are sweet. I like those. Yeah, those look nice. Those look nice. All right, so there you go. That's the contents of the box. Of course, you get your packs as well. We're just gonna toss the stuff down there and get to cracking. But so we have an art set there. Yes, we do. It looks like we've got all three. There's three, right? Yeah, that is three. All right, so it's been interesting, you know, trying to keep up with some content, but also do all the family activities and stuff. And it just, you know, some days it gets difficult, and I play other games too. I'm very involved in an indie game, a new TCG called Mythic. You guys, if you're on this channel, you know what Mythic is at this point. But honestly, like when it comes to the big TCGs, I say the big five, Lorcana is my favorite. I love to play it. It is a truly fun game. It's just, there's so how many? I felt like I just had like 6 uncommons in a row, but I guess I didn't. I love the game, the characters, the artworks, just everything about it, you know, is really, really nice. It's a very fun game. My kids love it. In fact, my daughter and I, you know what, here, I'm going to show you guys. My daughter and I have a box. It's not a booster box, but we were opening a trove. Shimmering Skies, just off camera by ourselves, something we enjoy. You know, she's very young, so not gonna be on camera, nothing like that, but she wants to open packs. So we opened some, and the very first pack, wouldn't you know it, we pulled an Enchanted Scar, which is only my 3rd Enchanted ever. So that was just so exciting, and she was thrilled, absolutely thrilled to see this card and pull it. And I told her we're gonna get her a good binder, and we're gonna put it in a binder for her. She loves Lorcana. My son loves Pokemon. So I mean, they both love both games. I forgot there's like little lore cards and stuff in here, but yeah, so like the game is fun. It's great family time. You know, when my kids are still a little bit too little to be playing these games, which is kind of unfortunate. You know, in a year or two, I think my son would be good at these kinds of games. My daughter, not so much, but you know, trying to just find the time to do all that. Oh, we got a super rare Yzma, another super rare of Flynn Rider, and a rare Atlantean Crystal. All right, not bad. We'll take it. So that's kind of where like the content, lack of content, I should say, has gone. But again, we're not going anywhere. We're just, I just have to take a little bit of a step back. The family comes first, obviously. I think that's everybody is that way. Family comes first. This is all secondary. This is all hobby stuff. But a reason why I haven't been doing as much Lorcana content is I just haven't found restocks of it, to be quite honest. There's a lot of days I can go in and find a couple, like literally 2-3 packs sitting on a shelf of a random TCG, and I'll pick them up, and that's typically what I do my shorts on with. You guys see me do, whoa, we got a Raya Legendary. Look at that. That is slick. We like that. And a super rare Queen of Hearts. Look at that. That was a pack right there. I need to sleeve them up. I don't even know if I have sleeves. All right, I do have sleeves. I'm down to my last pack though. I gotta buy more. I didn't think I was that low. Well, let's see. We got a legendary Raya. Very great card right there. We'll set you over here by, we'll call him Archimedes. My Greek owl. Fun fact, I did pick that up in Greece, which was really fun. But yeah, so like, I just haven't been finding as much of it. It's not even that it's being bought up and scalped or anything like that necessarily. There is some of that though. There is some of that. But it's more of just like, I feel like the big box stores and LGSs just haven't been restocking as much, which is unfortunate, to say the very least, because this game is so good. I know you can buy stuff online. It's just so much more fun to go out and hunt for this stuff in person, which is what I truly enjoy doing. There's just... So, I only have 2 big box stores in my town. I live on the outskirts of like some major city. But my area just... They don't stock a lot of Lorcana. And the local game stores here just don't do a whole lot with it. Like, the community is really not that big for Lorcana. I do want to take a moment to say this is not a misprint. This is one of the extended art frames here. So this is Huey, who's going to be the far right card. There's Louie and Dewey. I think one of them's in the center and one of them's on the far left. And you put them together and they make a borderless, like, big extended art card, which is really, really cool. So happy about that one. Hopefully we can pull the other 2. That's all I gotta say. Hopefully we can pull the other ones. So yeah. So just not been able to find a lot of product, and that kind of leads me to the whole like game store situation. With kind of, I don't want to say the volatility, but just kind of the way Lorcana has gone over the last couple months. Them not really announcing anything for Worlds and not announcing what's going on for Season 2 for quite a while. Like, my game stores just stopped getting into Lorcana. The leagues were always kind of low participation to begin with, which I've really been hoping to see. There's a nice super rare. Been really hoping to see some more people kind of just come into the game and play. I don't know. I don't know if it's a problem of Ravensburger just not giving enough promotional stuff to game stores, or it's just my game stores not wanting to promote the game. And it very well could be the latter. It really could be. But it's weird. It's like when they have boxes and they have packs of Lorcana product, they tend to sell pretty good. But it's like you can only get 2-3 people to show up to a game night and actually play the game, which really hurts. Like, the community just has no growth here, and it makes it very difficult for somebody like me who wants to go play the game to actually play. Like, set championships are kind of a joke right now. And I say that, I'm not trying to like bash the game or, the game store or anything, but it's like, I can show up every week to play the game at, my local game store. I've actually gone to a couple game stores to try to play. The communities are all the same, very small. You show up and nobody's there. You get 1 or 2 people and you just play some fun decks. And don't get me wrong, that's great. I love doing that. I just would love to see bigger crowds, But then when set champs roll around, it's like people come out of the woodworks to come get these promo cards, you know, and get the play mats and all that. And those of us who are actual like community members there just don't have a chance to play. And like, obviously we all could do exactly what those guys are doing. We could travel store to store, you know, cross state lines. And because I live in southern Michigan, I'm just gonna say that. So like I'm close to a few different states. We could cross state lines and go play, but I don't have the time to do that. I just don't, you know. And those are the kinds of people that spend, you know, thousands of dollars on cards just to get the best decks and just go crush people. And then they travel store to store for the set championships. And I'm not trying to like get on them either. You know, you do what you got to do. It's just, it really sucks that there's no community being fostered. And I truly think the best way to solve the problem of like having outsiders more or less come into your game store, your community, and just start playing the game and, you know, taking all your promos and prizes and stuff. That's a nice Wreck-It Ralph. Is to have the game stores actually build bigger and better communities so that the players there can compete with outside competition. I mean, ideally, in a perfect world, I think that's like the best scenario. We're down to our final pack, which is kind of unfortunate because I was enjoying this a lot. But I get kind of tired of seeing people just complain about how these people come into set championships and that's the only time you see them. They take all the top prizes and stuff. Like I get it. That is frustrating. But it's one of those things like I'm in an indie TCG, you know, and actually I play a couple different indie TCGs, and there's always people in these groups that, you know, don't like when better competition comes in because it makes them have to work harder to earn their wins. And, you know, suddenly they're not as good as they think they are, or, you know, like they're actually having some real competition. But that competition makes everybody better. So that's what I believe with the Lorcana community is kind of the same thing. Like, you get these small communities that just can't compete with all these people that are coming in from the outside communities. But if you grow the actual community, like if they took the chance to actually grow the community, then the players there that actually want to win these prizes and compete and play competitively can get better organically and actually compete. So that's my little soapbox on that. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got another legendary. Let's go, Chief Bogo. That's what we like seeing. And the Dormouse as the foil on the end there, but not bad. Let's go ahead and sleeve that one up. So no Enchanted, which is kind of sad. We always want to get the Enchanted. I think Kronk here was really hoping for, oh man, those packs like shed on here or something. Kronk here is always looking for some good Enchanteds to keep a close eye on. But we'll take the two legendaries and, you know, all of our super rares and foils. But yeah, that's just that's kind of what I wanted to say for all this. Is just, you know, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm not going to go anywhere. I still love Lorcana. I still want to play. Just have not had as much of a chance to record content, which I'm hoping to kind of get back more towards just like discussion based, like more of my TCG podcast type of stuff. I want to do more of that, you know, but just haven't found a lot of products. And the last thing I did want to actually say about all that is there's somebody in my local community that is just going through and stealing all of the cards that do get stocked. And I know it for a fact. Anytime I go into my Meijer or my Walmart, or, you know, if I travel up, I have to travel like 30 minutes to get to the nearest Target. If I go up that way, I'm constantly finding troves ripped open, all the packs gone, everything else still in there. The blister packs just ripped open and all the packs are just gone. And somebody is starting to hit them hard around here, and it's making me mad. I'm gonna be honest, because it's like when they do actually stock, you want to get some of it, and it's gone. But I know the TCG market and community is just going crazy recently, so I don't know. But I love Lorcana. I want to keep going into it. I'm happy that Lorcana and Ravensburger has like shown that they're going to continue this thing and You know, they're still making plans for bigger and better things. I would love to see more communication from them and like future roadmaps and that kind of thing. And I would love to see them just incentivize game stores so much more to actually get them to do something, you know. I know it's not always on Ravensburger. I mean, the game store has to put in, you know, an equal portion if they want the game to grow. But I want my community just to blow up and get bigger so I can play this game every week and just have fun and go to all these different, you know, DLCs and things of that nature. So I don't know. I'm hoping for a lot, but in the meantime, we're just gonna enjoy opening some packs and talking about Lorcana every now and then, and you know, going from there. But if you guys want to see a lot more Lorcana, if you'd like to see the focus of this channel kind of switch more towards Lorcana, because I'm gonna be honest, Lorcana has overtaken Pokemon for me. I'm very frustrated with how Pokemon is and kind of where it's gone, and Lorcana has filled that void for me. They've been great. So if you guys want to see a lot more Lorcana content, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below, you know, what you want to see. If it's more like discussion-based stuff, podcast stuff, or just openings, I'll do what I can, and we'll go forward from there. So appreciate y'all, and we'll see you in the next video.